Hello, 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 all my beautiful, amazing, fantastic machine heads. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to episode number 6 on the Clear the Map challenge on the Foggy Forest map for Farming Simulator 22. My name is Free Machine Gaming, and welcome in. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are doing awesome, and I hope you guys are doing fantastic as usual. So, we finally made one of our goals, and we have hit 5,000 trees. We are officially in year 2 now. We've played 13 hours and 31 minutes, so that's a lot of trees. I am averaging 100 trees every 7 minutes. I'm going to show you guys real quick how to do that. But let me get you guys up in the air to show you where we're at on the map. We are about just pretty close to about halfway right now on this rainy April morning. But anyways, we're going to zip across. We are into Forest Area 1 now, which is pretty cool. But as you can see now, if we go right here, right along our road here, we are officially pretty close to about 1/4, if not close to 1/2 done. I did all the trees up on this big mountain here. All the trees are gone on that. Worked my way around, and I went all the way to the road. So, as you can see, this big section here won't take me long at all. That'll be quite a bit gone. So I'm noticing something, that there isn't a lot of trees on this map, and the reason why is because all the little baby trees that they have don't give you a count. They just don't. They you can cut them and cut them and cut them, and I'll show you which tree I'm talking about. I think I've showed you guys in episode 1, but I'll find a little patch of them, and I'll go down real quick, and I'll show you which one I'm talking about. You can cut these with a chainsaw, you can cut these with the brush, you can cut these with the Trex, you can cut these with the Tri-6. No matter how you cut them, you do not get any numbers for it. And they're all these little baby trees right here, like this. This one, like these, are compared to, see the difference? That little baby one and that one. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, maybe close to a couple thousand of these strewn all over the map. You can see them. They're all over the map. So total, look at, there's another bunch of them here. There's probably like I said, 10 or 15 of them in that little patch, and they're everywhere. I get it. Now you can cut them up, you can wood chip them up, you can do everything that you can with a regular tree, except it doesn't count it. So they're everywhere. Now, luckily for us, we are in a section over here that doesn't have too many of them. But yeah, and also we decided before that we're not going to cut up here. Remember, we're just going to cut the main part. So all these trees here are going to stay. But yeah, we're at 5,000 trees. We're on episode number 6 right now. 5 or 6, I think. I'll get it when I put the description up. And I think I'm going to slow down on the episodes. And I think I'm just going to do 10 episodes on this map. But when the 10th episode happens, the map will be clear. So we've got 6, and then we're going to try to go a couple more. And if we clear it before episode 10, remember, we said in the beginning, we didn't care if there was 1 episode or if there was 100 episodes. And once the trees are gone, we're going on. Now, I am excited about the voting. You guys are voting. A lot of you are voting on the poll that I put up for how you want me to go forward for 2025. And I want you to keep voting, because I'm going to keep that poll up until I'm done here. Because once I'm done here, I'm going to honor that poll with however it's winning, and that's what we're going to stay on. Okay? Whether it's Fs22, Fs25, the length videos, I put it all on there. So, I want you guys keep voting. Keep voting and keep voting. The videos for the rest of this series will only be about 15 minutes long, and that is it. Bada bing, bada boom, and get in and get out, and Bob's your uncle. You know, we're going to get you in, get you out. The goal, single goal. See, there's whole spaces here where there's no trees. But if you get down here, I do believe this is really slow to get down in here. I think these are the tiny trees. Nope, they're the regular size ones. Okay. But these are the tiny ones. Nope, they're the big ones. Okay. The really skinny ones, like these, are crazy. You can chip them up and you don't get anything for them. And so we're at 5,000 trees right now. Let me turn this off, and then we'll start cutting some trees here. You can cut them up, and if you would have added them up, we probably would have been at about 10,000 trees right now, legitimate. But because you don't get any numbers for that, yeah, you got to cut it down. So we are at, like I said, we're at 5,000, 1335. We played 5 minutes already so far. So if we were playing 1x speed, we would literally be just going into the second day right now. And I've been challenged crazy for by my grandkids to do something crazy. Whoops. I don't know why I just did that. Anyways, now I'm going to turn on my lumberjack mod, and the reason I do that is because I can run super speed and I can go crazy. There we go. Now, ready? Let's see. We're at 5 minutes. Let's see how long it takes us to cut 100 trees. Ready? Go. You can see how quickly we can get it, and if you just line it up and you snap it in place real quick, sometimes it takes you a little bit longer to get stuck on a tree, but you can go, and then you can get quite a bit of rhythm going. Now, I'm not as fast right now as I am when I'm just kind of jamming out to music, but these are all trees, and then you run through your... This is the fastest way. The Brux is the most efficient way, and that way you don't have to stop. You can just keep cutting trees. But this is the fastest way. Now you understand why in 13 hours I can cut 100 trees down. Or, 5,000 trees. Now, there is a couple of maps I'm really excited about trying for the maps that we got coming out. But I'll keep looking. There you go. See, you just keep going and going and going until you reach 100. Hopefully this rain will stop soon. You get to the end here. Flip your chainsaw around while you're moving really quickly, and you turn it around and go. Now that tree, that was 23 trees, just like that, in less than a minute. I'm averaging right now about 100 trees every 7 minutes. So I'm getting about 1,000 trees an hour. Well, it's about 700. Whoops. That now see with the lumberjack on, if that red thing comes up, it will cut. It'll just delete the tree. You just have to catch it. But the reason I do this is because my chainsaw is already sped up, but my walking speed is sped up with this. As you can see, like normally, like I can sprint now. And this is literally what I do every map so that you guys can see how I'm doing it. Now, sometimes I switch to the track. Sometimes I switch to the back to the Brock. Sometimes I go to the Tri-6 just so it makes it different. But the last, I'd say, 2 hours that I played on, well, I'd say the last, since we last left, I've been doing it this way just because I want these trees done. And this is it. I'm literally just, and I'll show you how I get the trees up really quick. This is rinse and repeat. That's why my videos are only going to be really, really short. And I can literally sprint to the next one. And if you do it right, you can lock it on from really far away. So most of the time, I can cut a tree down so fast that I can run under it before it falls. Now, what are we on now? 53, just like that. And we just go and go. And you'll see when we get down here, when we start picking the trees up, how literally fast it is. It's absolutely insane how fast you can chip these trees up. And that, with me cutting the trees, it's literally, I think it's like 4 or 5 minutes, and it's like a minute and a half to pick up the tree. So it's averaging 7 minutes. So usually what I do is I'll cut down about 200, because that's about, on the Fs22 with the graphics the way it was, I can get about 200 or 300 trees on the ground before I have to, before my graphics start acting up a little bit. That's a lot of trees, though. And we're at 68. See, just like that. Pretty crazy. And it's back and forth. And then as you get wider and wider, you just keep going bigger and bigger lines. You know, I've shown this before on Piney Acres. So you guys asked all the time. I get it in my DMs all the time. How do you cut so many trees so fast? Well, this is how you do it. So this is the only way that I would ever do a clear the map challenge unless I'm on one permanent. And you know, what I'm working on right now is getting set up. This is why I put the poll up. And why I left the poll up for so long was I wanted you guys to pick. I want you to be honest. I want you to be truthful. Unfortunately, once you've entered the vote, you can't go back and change it. It won't let you. It'll still keep the count the same way. But I wanted you guys to be serious about it, because once we choose that style, it's going to be that style forever. And that's what we're going to do. So, and I don't care. Like I said, I didn't want to go back to Fs25, but if that's what you guys want to see, then that's what we'll do. It should be 87, right? Now, see this section here, guys and gals, that there's not too many of those little trees, but I'll tell you, when you hit those little trees, it does slow you down. So what I usually do is then I just take the tracks and just run up and down them and chip them down. That should be 92, 93, 94, can see. Then I flip this around. Let's see how far it's been. We're at 5 minutes so far. 95. 96. Now see, this is faster because I'm counting it. 7. 98 should be, right? Oh, 99. One more. There you go. So 5 minutes to cut them down. Then I hit my F12 button. And I go here. And I go remove stumps. And it should say 100 stumps gone. There's 100 trees cut down. And then I go here. Now watch this. Turn it on. And you'll see how fast this goes. Bing, 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 bing. And you can literally keep going and going and going and going. Well, I tell you this, I drank some Gatorade and it's making my voice weird. Now the sun hopefully will come out very quickly here. You can see like I'm driving at 30 miles an hour chipping up trees. And even if you miss a few of them, you just whip around and you grab it just like that. This is the best way also to keep your graphics down. So I do about 200. Sometimes I do 300. And then I chip them up real quick and get them right off the map. See that? I just have fun sometimes and when your music's on and you're kind of just jamming out, kind of relaxing, this is actually like really cathartic. Now the best way to do it with this is it does pick up better from the tops and the bottoms instead of the sides. So if you were to, the best way to do it is to drive up and down like this. Then you turn around like this, and you go back to the butt side of it. And then you come up here, and you go like that. That's actually the quickest way, but I like to just drive through and eat them up. But just like that, we did 1 million liters of wood chips. And then I go down park here, and we'll check it. Right there. And it took us, let's see, we were on 5 minutes, 7 minutes, exactly what I thought about. Now, we'll show you here quick. We'll go here, and we'll go flight mode, and I'll show you how far we cleared with that 100 trees. You can see, actually, when you get up here, how actually far we went. We were right at the road. So that was 100 trees just in that section. So there's not as many trees on this map as I thought. So what we're going to do, and I'm going to wrap this up real quick here in about 3 minutes, I'm going to continue clearing this section right here, and then we will be officially at least pretty close to half. And then I'm going to work my way this way and get from the road all the way up here. And I'll go straight across to the train tracks in the road. All those trees there have to go. So we'll get that section next, and that'll be done. And then we'll work our way down to this side of it over here, right along the train tracks. We'll clear all of this out the next time, all the way to the road. So that way, that would be road to road. And at that point, we would be literally halfway. Okay? Then we'll come down here. We'll go up on this section. We'll clear all the way through here to the shop. And then we will clear, because once we get through here, there's not that many trees. But once we get through it, look at it, opens wide open. This whole section will be like 2 minutes to do. And then we'll work our way this way. And this is going to be a little more tricky section in here because it's got a lot of those little ones, which will be the biggest time-consuming thing ever. But great map, fantastic map, great playable map. I could build whatever I want on here, and I've already cleared a lot of area. A lot. So that's what my goal is. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come back for the episode number 7 and with another 2,000 trees. So we'll come back when it's 7,000 trees and see how far I can go with 7,000, and then we'll come back at 9. Then, no, we'll come back at, let's see. I went 2,000, then we'll come back at 3,000. So what we're going to do next time is we're going to come back when we're at 8,000 trees. So we'll go 3,000. When we hit 8,000 trees, I'll be back to you guys for another episode. And that'll be 3,000 trees. It may be a few days, maybe a couple of days. I don't know. And then we'll go 4,000 trees and so on and so forth until this map is done. So I'm guessing, if I'm a guess betting man, I'm guessing that it'll be more like about 15,000 trees total, and that'll be it. It'll be a really easy map to play. Really easy map to clear, and then we can say we've cleared this this map, and we can go on to something cool. All right, on that note, please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the little notification ding ding bell to get notified when Fury drops a video. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you're watching this. And remember, I love you all. And I will be back when we hit 8,000 trees. And that will be the next episode number 7. I do believe it. Stay happy, guys. Stay sane. Everything. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world. Everybody just be, And then when we get done with this map, which will be very quickly here, probably the next week and a half to 2 weeks, maybe tops, and then we'll be on to whatever you guys voted. So make sure you guys are voting. And I will catch you guys on the flip side. When we come back, we'll be on 8,000 trees. Have a great one, everyone.